Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Before you head out on your next hunting trip, whether you're taking your bow or your rifle, make sure that you update and check out the gear that's in your hunting pack. I normally don't go through my son's hunting gear, but I've been helping him because he had a devastating house fire and most of his belongings were destroyed. But underneath a pile of debris in his garage, I found his hunting bag. I went through it for him to see if there was some gear and supplies that were not damaged and would still be great to have. Luckily, most of the things in his sturdy backpack were fine. The first things you always need to make sure that you include in your pack is your license, any permits that you need, and a map of the area where you might be hunting. Make sure you have a sturdy base layer of clothing. One of the worst things that happens is if you get too cold. Also, if you begin to sweat, you want to make sure that your base layer is moisture wicking so that it pulls the moisture away from your skin. Next, make sure you have a thermal layer, a nice sturdy rain jacket, and a pair of rain pants. Have some gloves and a sturdy extra jacket. You might want a couple of hats, and make sure that you have a blaze orange hat and vest if that's something that's required where you hunt. Everywhere you go doesn't require blaze orange, but it can be a great idea to use it whether it's required or not. Have a bandana and a headlamp with extra batteries in case you're still trying to get back to your base camp in the dark. Maybe you want a spotting scope or a rangefinder and a pair of binoculars. He uses a small pair of binoculars. I prefer a larger pair of binoculars when I'm out in the woods. Make sure you bring a compass and a knife or two. The Bear Grylls knife is extra nice because it has so many different functions and it's inexpensive. Some of the features include fire starting. It has emergency communication guide on the back. It has a whistle with a little bit of paracord on the handle. The combo blade is nice. It also has a feature on the nylon sheath that when you pull it in and out, it has a built-in sharpener that keeps your blade ready to go. My son also has the Wyoming Knife, which is a skinning tool. It has a surgical steel blade, a leather sheath, and I thought it was nice that it comes with the printed directions. You can see that the printed directions are not clear anymore. They've become wet and they're sort of hard to read. And I tried calling the company to see if they could send him a new paper copy because I thought it was very handy information, and they told me they don't mail that out anymore, but that you can download it off of the website. You'll want to include a buck bag, matches, some fire starters, alcohol wipes, a first aid kit, and he has some pop-up towels that they're like little tablets, and you dip them in water and it opens up to be a much larger, like a washcloth size towel. Bring your bug repellent and a water bottle. Make sure to include a few water purification tablets should you be caught off guard and you're out there longer than you expected and you need more water. You want to make sure that you have a way to purify it easily. What are some things I include in my hunting pack that my son doesn't include? I like to include sunscreen, baby wipes. I have a little small umbrella I got at the Dollar Tree because if you're stuck out and you're waiting for the weather to clear, putting up a little umbrella can help shelter you, which is easier than setting up a whole tarp. I also like to bring a piece of cordage, hand warmers, sunglasses. I like to use a collapsible monopod that's actually like a hunting stick, but it also has a V on the top, and you can use it to sturdy your rifle when you want to take your shot. Make sure you bring some sort of a GPS or communication device. Tell someone where you're going. A good strategy is to leave a card on your dashboard when you leave your vehicle that gives your name, your contact information, the phone number of your cell phone, the trail you were heading out on, and the date and time that you left. Then if for some reason you don't make it back to your vehicle, it's there right on the dashboard. People know, who are we missing? How long has this car been here? How can we get a hold of them and the people that would be looking for them, and where do we look? Because the information is right there on the card. So luckily, the hunting gear in my son's hunting pack is mostly in great shape. He just needs to add a few things back into it to make sure that he is ready to go the next time he has the opportunity to get in the out of doors. Leave a comment below. What are some items that you like to have in your hunting pack before you head out on the trail? And if you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.